I was in there. I was in jail with Aaron in December. I got thrown in over Christmas. Assault and battery, 2 counts, and I don't want to talk about it. So we were just sitting there, eating our Christmas dinner, eating my stuff and my motherfucking bread, my little roll and whatnot. And I lean over to him and I say, hey homie, tell me something, please. And well, I'm trying to think of how I worded this. I said, why did you kill a faggot if you're destined to be a faggot later? I mean, think about that. I just don't understand that. And you know what he told me, honest to God? This is what he told me. He goes, he tried to grab my dick. Man, he's dumb. You don't even act like it was nothing, dog. You know, I heard they were auctioning his ass off in Maxmore, where the killers go. And when they heard Aaron was coming, well, they were auctioning his ass off. I'll take him. I'll put aside 5, 6, 7 cartons of cigarettes for him. Auction his ass off. I'd be scared to go to jail if I was those 2 boys.
Hello?
Reverend?
Yes, hello.
Hi, I believe your wife told you a bit about why I'm contacting you.
Yeah, she did. And let me tell you, I'm not sure that I really want to talk to anyone anymore about this incident. I'm somewhat involved, and I just don't think
Yes, I completely understand and I don't blame you. You know, I went to your services on Sunday.
You went to the services on Sunday?
Yes, I did.
Sunday.
Yes, this past Sunday.
Did I meet you?
Yes, you greeted me at the beginning, I believe.
I see. Well, let me tell you, I'm not afraid to be controversial or to speak my mind. And those aren't necessarily the views of my congregation per se. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm somewhat involved. Well, the people in the case, well, the girlfriend of the accused is part of our congregation, and one of the accused has visited. Now, those 2 people have forfeited their lives. We've enacted the 2 I mentioned for ages, trying to get them to do right, to live right. One boy is on suicide watch, and until they put him in that chair and flip on the juice, I will work for his salvation. Now, I think they deserve the death penalty. I'm trying to deal with them spiritually.
Right, I understand.
Now, as for the victim, I know that that type of lifestyle is legal. But I will tell you this. I hope that as Matthew Shepard was tied to that fence, I hope he had a moment to reflect when someone had spoken the word of the Lord to him. And before he slips into that coma, I hope he had a chance to reflect on his lifestyle.
Thank you, Reverend, for speaking with me.
By this point, I had just barely gone to bed, and Margot, our chief operating officer, called and said, his blood pressure has started to drop. Well, let's wait and see. She called about 10 after. He just got it. So I quick got dressed and came in and went into the ICU where the family was. And Judy came up and put her arms around me, and I put my arms around her, just because what else do you do? And then we had to talk about the things that you just, Dennis, it's now public knowledge, and I'm going to go out there and tell the world that this has happened. Because by this point, it was clear to us that it was the world. It was the whole world. So Judy wrote down what she wanted me to say, and I went out at 4 a.m.
Matthew Shepard medical update, 4:30 a.m., Monday, October 12th.
At 12 midnight on Monday, October 12th, Matthew Shepard's blood pressure began to drop. We immediately notified his family, who was already at the hospital. At 12:53 a.m., Matthew Shepard died. His family was at his bedside. The family did release the following statement. The family asked me again to express their sincerest gratitude to the entire world for the overwhelming response for their son. The family was grateful that they did not have to make a decision regarding whether or not to continue life support for their son. Like a good son, he was caring until the end and removed guilt or stress from the family. He came into the world premature, and he left the world premature. Matthew's mother said, "Go home. Give your kids a hug. Don't let a day go by without telling them that you love them. And I don't know how I let that happen, but we had been up for 72 hours and gone home and gone to bed for half an hour and had to come back in. Maybe I was just sway, I don't know, but in a moment of complete brain deadness, when I was out there reading that statement, I thought about my own 4 daughters and go home and hug your kids. She doesn't have her kid anymore. And I'm standing there and I'm thinking, this is so lame. And then we started getting emails and letters from people, and most of them were generally very kind, but I did get this one. It said, do you cry like a baby on TV for all your patients or just the faggots? And as I told you before, homosexuality is not a lifestyle with which I agree, but having been thrown into this, I guess I didn't understand the magnitude with which some people hate. And of all the letters we got, maybe 2 or 3 were like that. Most of them were, thank you for your caring and compassion, and Matthew had caring and compassion from the moment he got here.